Hello, are we live? I haven't been talked or brought into this. We're just going straight into it. It's a decider match between, I believe, Cloud9 and Movistar Riders to decide who is going to be the top in group number B. And Jason Kaplan is very scared.
I'm just watching Manson and Zebasai because they're going to try to shoot me with a gun later. But I saw how they played today. I'm not worried about them hitting me at all. If anything, they couldn't hit anything in this room. So, all good. All good. Hey, Manson, what's up? How you doing? Hey, Zebasai.
Okay, but this is going to be a decider to see who's the #1 seed.
Yeah.
Number 2 seed.
Game. Really important game.
It is an important game.
First seed does not have to play Rogue. First seed plays E United. Second seed will be playing Rogue. Obviously, you want to be the first team out of this one. It's going to be a best-of-1 on Oasis. It's going to be a very quick game. And I demand you cast this game in an American accent. How many bullets do you have, bro?
In an American accent.
Okay, well, maybe you should have used the aim you just shot on me in-game. Maybe this wouldn't be out. It feels bad to be you, man. Either way. That actually hurts.
Yeah, it does. It's painful. Maybe you should stop shooting people.
It's too fun. I'm American. It's in my blood.
Fair play. Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's like telling you to not have tea and crumpets.
I don't eat crumpets, but I do like tea.
There you go. Yep. So we're in
Filling
game.
one stereotype. We are in game, but not yet. Still looking at our lovely faces.
Still hearing shots.
I'm not firing at you. Don't worry. Getting PTSD.
It's hard to miss my nose. All right. All right.
These are two teams.
Sure. So yesterday, he was the Hobbit trying to bring the ring to Isengard.
Why is he so large?
And now he's the big one on the team.
He's the big daddy. The rest of them are hobbits now. Surefor's Gandalf. Someone Photoshop Surefor's Gandalf, please.
I want to see Zarya with my nose photoshopped on top of her.
Why Zarya?
I don't know, because she's one of the few heroes you can actually see her nose.
I see.
I think that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yep, so best of 1. Very important match for both these two teams here. So we're going to need to see every team really perform. They've had time to warm up before we do kick off our first match, which I believe after this will be Rogue versus the winner of this, or the loser of this match.
Indeed. So a lot of emphasis to not lose this one round. It's a best-of-1 Oasis tiebreaker between Cloud9 and Movistar Riders. The challenge was to cast this in an American accent. I don't think I could take the haha and cringe faces in the chat if I did that. So
everyone in chat's 14, right? Or 12?
I'm 12, by the way. This is it. Cloud9. Kaiser. Mr. Kaiser. On the Winston. He's going to be looking for opportunities. Points still not unlocked. A lot riding on this one round. So very patient, passive plays so far. Both the teams not waiting to get picked off too urgently, too intimidantly. And funnily enough, moving to the university section as well. So the one section I'd actually say doesn't really favor Cloud9 as much.
There's not going to be any fair play in this one.
Yeah.
You see them pushing directly into that mini health pack room, and so far Coastal's the only one to really net the kills, but Movistar come out strong. The 2, now 3 kills. Schiffer's able to respond onto 1 here, but it's just not going to matter. Him alone will not be enough to turn the tides. Movistar Riders, who are now in control of this first point, and are about 90% away from getting themselves through as the first seed out of Group B.
Lovely, lovely stuff. Getting the first cap. They got Logic with the pulse bomb ready and waiting. Little package, puts a bow tie on it as well. Just sends it packing to Cloud9. He's just waiting for the right opportunity, of course.
Pulse bomb with the bow tie. I want to
with a bow tie.
Get that Photoshop.
That'd be nice. We're giving this production team so many orders right now.
All right, but Schiffer has his own pulse bomb. He's going to walk straight into Colston. He misses it. That's really unfortunate for him, but didn't really matter much in the end anyways, because Finzi playing the Zarya would have ideally been able to shield that off and be able to drop that one back on the ground here. The points almost turned over to Cloud9, though it's still being contested from the side of Movistar Riders. Swoosh on a sliver of HP, but he's been able to escape. He's getting healed up here, and now Schiffer's the one being forced to retreat away. Much better. Movistar Riders going to maintain the point yet again.
Indeed. Yep, God's only just respawning as well, but Cloud9 getting into the position to recontest this one. Adam now has a soundbar, but they're up against Swoosh with the classic Dragon Blade, and also Dante with his Transcendent.
Rolf's got it up. He's got his Trans up, so they can actually counter out onto Swoosh with the Blade. And I mean, the thing is, he's going to be looking for an opportunity to use it, but with the soundbar being used, is he going to wait up the Trance? We'll find out.
Indeed, he's still holding on to it for now, waiting out the support ultimates again. And Tuna now going to be using the soundbar as well. This is the perfect time to be going in, and there we go. This Dragon Blade going to be used. Searches for the kill. Bit of a lackluster ultimate so far. The deflect coming out, but Gods will eventually fall. And also Graviton Surge also going to be used at the side of Movistar Riders. Logic sends out the pulse bomb. Going to be finding the kill there. Still playing the low ground. The recap will come out for Cloud9, and they are eventually winning this one out, but Logic is still playing around the point, still getting these kills for his team.
The thing is, they don't have the point, so they do not want to throw any of these deaths away. They're eventually starting to capture onto this once Kaiser's been forced back here. I think they just gave up the point for a little bit of time here, then ideally should be able to contest it once they regroup a little bit further. Kaiser Power Rage is going to be popped now just to stall for as long as they possibly can, because they realize they don't have too many fights left in them, as Coasty is able to get the D-suit on a Zephyr and eventually the kill with the help of Logix, and that'll be Kaiser falling as well. Movistar, I think they might be able to do it here. They're at 75%. They have control of the point yet again. They have ultimates at least inside of the post bomb for Logix, and Dante at 70% on his Transcendence. I mean, Gods has a window for Cloud9 here, right?
Exactly. Gods with this Dragon Blade, he's going to be the one to watch. Movistar Riders holding on to this point almost 90% already. Remember, this is a best-of-1 tiebreaker. You do not want to be losing this. The loser of this playing against Rogue themselves. Here comes the Dragon Blade. Gods focused down immediately. Discord Orb on him, 10 HP. Goes to the deflate, but Coasty's there with the Tesla cannon, running him down. Now Dante in a bit of trouble. Overtime starting to take over. Cloud9 already at a one-man disadvantage, trading evenly as it stands, playing around the point in the lower area. Shuffle holding on. He's got the post bomb. He needs to go huge
Dante,
in this moment.
Oh, he just got his Transcendence up. He's going to pop it right away too, eliminating a lot of the damage that we can see potentially Cloud9 do. Swoosh is finally able to chime in and finally start to pick up these kills. Kaiser turning things around, but Finzi getting close to those Graviton Surges. They're still maintaining the point. If this fight keeps going any longer, he's going to have this Grav off. You see Sherfor trying to focus down, trying to take him out of this fight, but it doesn't matter. Dante's going to be there, and Cloud9 are losing men one by one.
There you go. That'll be it. It's the best of one over. Movistar Riders coming out on top. I got to say that University section favoured them quite heavily. If we went to the Gardens, Fire and Mercy coming out to play, Cloud9 potentially being able to clinch that one. So Movistar Riders not going to be playing against Rogue in the upper bracket. It will be Cloud9 battling against them. So both NA teams, technically, on paper, coming up against each other. What are your thoughts? You're looking very intensely at this screen, the program feed, that play of the game.
It's going to be very tough times, I think, for Cloud9. I mean, that's obviously the matchup you don't want to play against. But luckily for them, and for all the teams making through top 2 seeds in their groups, they have a second chance, even if they do lose in their winner bracket match. So obviously we do winner bracket, which will be best of 3s, which the next 2 matches will be just those. Then the last 2 matches of the day will be best of 5s in the loser bracket with you and I, Casting, bringing you this.
It's going to be very fun, but I think that will put an end to this, at least until the next game, which is going to be...
No need to do an interview for this.
The upper bracket, we can do an interview for the best of 1. Get Kaiser in.
Nah, we don't need to do it.
I was joking. I don't want to do it. It's fine.
Right.
We're going to be going away now anyway, but...
Well, if we do wait a couple of seconds here, we're actually going to have a bracket graphic. I've been informed in my ear.
Well, I'm not hearing this.
That's because, I don't know. I mean, you should be lucky sometimes. I have 50 Shades of Grey being read in my ear while I'm casting, and that makes things very, very difficult. But yeah, so we'll have a graphic in... Oh, God. We'll have a graphic for you in just a few seconds. So your thoughts on Rogue, Cloud9? That's going to be a tough match.
Between that matchup, it's going to be very tough for them. Cloud9... I mean, Rogue has spent a long time in Korea. Cloud9 are the one teams, actually, that I'd say would have a decent chance trying to knock Rogue off that podium, that pedestal, simply because Kaiser's such a fantastic coach. Oh, not Kaiser, I should say Bishop is such a fantastic coach. And that, to be honest, he puts in the work. He puts in a lot of research, does a lot of notes on a lot of teams. And this is Rogue are coming into this tournament with a big target on their back. They've already come out of Apex with not favorable results for them. You know, a lot of teams, Lunatic High, have sort of clocked them, figured out a lot of their weaknesses, and it's going to be up to Rogue to kind of work around that now.
I mean, look what Ninja's Pajamas have. Most importantly, the lower bracket. If we can get that on the screen one more time, just because I want to show things for people at home. They're playing against the loser of Rogue versus Cloud9. That's not going to be an easy match at all here for NIP, who hasn't had the opportunity to play against Cloud9, at least in the groups, and they did play against Rogue, and that was really unfortunate for them.
It's going to be a tough one, regardless of which way it goes, to be honest. Because, I mean, yeah, Cloud9 potentially could clinch it. Rogue could potentially, in one universe, one perceivable universe, go to the lower bracket. But if there's any team that would probably succeed, have we known of any teams in Overwatch, like these lower bracket kings, fighting their way through the lower brackets to get into the finals again?
Well, last year at TakeOver, we did see Rogue do it. Rogue got knocked out by, I think it was by Creation, if I'm not mistaken. Or it was Creation or it was Graviton Surge they got knocked out by. And they came through the lower bracket eventually to take the victory 4-3 against them. Obviously a little bit of a different team, but not easy feat at all. But luckily it does, if you're in the winner bracket, give you that second chance. And then the other loser bracket game is Hammers against the loser of E United up against Movistar Riders. That's, again, not really going to be a great match.
Exactly. It's tough all around the board. I mean, essentially just highlighting the importance of not getting third seed in those group stages. Obviously, too little too late now. Games are over, but at least they have an opportunity. At least they're not eliminated. They can actually proceed through the low bracket and potentially make it to the final. So it's not over yet for any of these teams coming into this, but definitely some tough matches ahead for them. You see the Rogue guys are getting set up over there, getting ready to get in. They just want to get stuck in, don't they? They brought all their bags. Are they
maybe
camping here?
Hey, AKM, Dylan. See, AKM is the perfect guy to go to for this kind of stuff. Watch. Yeah. So you guys are playing against Cloud9.
Yeah.
How's the match gonna go?
Do I look like a wizard to you? I don't know.
So you're not confident in this match?
I'm confident, but I can't know what's gonna happen.
Okay. Are you guys worried about?
It's a best of 3, so it's kind of random. But since we got the first pick, I think we got the advantage. We should be fine.
All right. Are you guys worried about any particular player on Cloud9? I mean, Zephyr's been showing some really great D.Va play.
I think they're all kind of good, so...
That is a giant compliment from AKM, actually, saying they're all pretty good.
You make it out like he's this arrogant being.
A little bit.
He's just a calm, collected guy, you know? He's rating Cloud9. I respect that.
Well, they're great players, so we gotta watch out for any of them and just play our best.
All right. Well, wish you guys luck. Good luck on your game. Thanks, man. Thanks. Oh.
No. Oh, we've got to move this out of the way.
No means no. No means no. Later. Save it for later. Hotel.
What if you... Oh, no.
I think that microphone just crashed.
Yeah, it's done. Perfect time to cut it away from us two idiots on the couch. Later, you'll be looking at 2 non-idiotic people. It will be Mitch and Josh taking you through the upper brackets. Stay tuned.